Welcome back in, everybody. As always, if you missed any of tonight's scores, you can find them under the sports tab of our website. We have your college preview still to come.
And a special thanks to the Enterprise cheerleaders for the special shout out earlier.
Yes.
Now, time for everyone's favorite part of the show. We got helmet stickers.
Oh,
coming.
let's get it going.
I'm going to let you start us off.
What
Who
an
do you got?
honor. I have the Union Yellow Jackets. They went into halftime down 6-14. They came out, put up 24 unanswered points. Wonderful job. Union Yellow Jackets, you're my helmet sticker.
That's a great pick.
Yes,
pick.
your turn.
I am going to go with Neshoba Central. Game I was at tonight. They just had an incredible run game. They scored right off the first drive in the third quarter. The run offense could not be stopped. The Rockets were booming. They did a great job tonight.
Love it. And as we do each and every week, WTOK brings you a full slate of college football action. We'll take a look at ABC having a great lineup starting at 11 a.m. The Alabama Crimson Tide hosting Wisconsin and hoping to prove that last week's dominant win was what fans can look forward to this season. At 2:30, a big rival matchup as the Georgia Bulldogs travel to Tennessee. And in primetime, it's a battle on the Bayou as LSU hosts the Florida Gators in a matchup that can sometimes get a little ugly. Also on my TOK2, an HBCU matchup at noon between Morehouse at Howard as in the HBCU NYC Classic.
And that's not all of tomorrow's action. The Auburn Tigers host South Alabama on the Plains at 11:45 in the morning. That way you can catch on the SEC Network. The West Alabama Tigers hosting the University of Charleston in Livingston at 1 p.m. tomorrow. At 2, you got Jackson State kicking off against Tuskegee over in Jackson, and Mississippi State hosting the Alcorn State Braves in Stark, Vegas at 5 p.m. You're going to need ESPN Plus if you want to catch that one. Arkansas and number 17 Ole Miss kicking off action in Oxford at 6 on ESPN. And the Southern Miss Golden Eagles hoping for back-to-back wins as they host App State at 6 p.m.
All right, Brett, tomorrow is going to be your first college game getting to cover it. You're going to Alabama. How are you feeling?
You know, I'm very excited. Alabama, we talked about it. It's a team that, you know, they got something to prove. They had a huge win against UL Monroe, but I don't want to be too harsh on them with that FSU loss because FSU's playing like one of the top teams in the country. So Kalen DeBoer are having to take that negative noise. How are you going to act going in, hosting a Power 4 team like Wisconsin? Hopefully you can get it done in Bryant-Denny.
Oh, are you so excited?
I am so excited. Growing up in the SEC football, I'm very excited.
It's awesome. Getting to go to these stadiums is so cool. Another matchup, obviously, Georgia-Tennessee tomorrow. That's a big one. Florida-LSU. What are you looking for out of those games? You
know, you mentioned it too. Again, just SEC football, it's these teams that got something to prove. I'm really going to look at is how DJ Lagway for Florida, how he's going to bounce back.
Absolutely.
Billy Napier, they've worked super well together. And Nussmeier as well with Brian Kelly. This is the year for Brian Kelly, I think. This is the team that he's been waiting for.
If he has a year, this is going to be it.
100%.
He has the experienced quarterback, and that's a leg up over what pretty much everyone else has in the SEC and just college football as a whole. We don't have a lot of experience at quarterback, so I think that's a really good point.
And then Georgia and Tennessee, Carmen, what are you thinking for that as the Dogs travel to Neyland?
Neyland's a tough place to play. It really is. I've been to that game. I don't know. Obviously, as a dog fan, I want to take the Dogs, but also as an honest Georgia fan, you have to know what you're walking into when you're walking into Neyland Stadium. I want to say Georgia takes the win. I do think it's going to be a close ball game. What do you think? I
mean, you know, Georgia has had that dominant edge over Tennessee. They've won, I believe, the last 9 out of their
It's been a long
10
stretch.
matches. It's been a minute, but Neyland, I've had the chance to go. Neyland is a very, very special place, very loud environment, so the Dogs definitely going to have their hands full.
Speaking of loud environments, Mississippi State tomorrow, another evening game, not necessarily night, but a 5 o'clock kickoff. I'm expecting the Cowbells to be full-fledged again. Last week I kind of left with a little bit of a ringing headache, but I was like, you know, this is awesome. So I'm expecting big things for them tomorrow, pick up that 3rd win.
Looking at the footage, I was like, I don't know how your ears weren't still ringing, but I'm glad the hearing is back for the show.
Yes, and that's going to do it for Football Friday. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you to the viewers for watching.